Hello everyone, my name's Baz. I'm a qualified boxing coach through England Boxing, and today I'm going to be running you through the correct techniques on how to stretch your muscles so you can make it part of your warm-up or cool-down before or after exercise. I was going to originally do this aiming it towards the boxers at our gym, at my gym that I coach at, because I know a lot of them are doing exercise at home, but I've also realised that there's a lot of people doing exercise at home with isolation as a way to pass the time and stay fit. So I think it's important that people A, know why it's important to do stretches, and B, know how to correctly do them, because if you do a stretching exercise wrong, it can put too much pressure on a joint or a muscle, which can lead to injury, okay? And if you don't do stretches at all, as a warm-up or a cool-down before or after doing exercise, again, while you're doing the exercise, you can end up pulling a muscle or causing some other form of injury. So to start off with, I'm going to work from the bottom of the body and work upwards. So the first exercise that we're going to do is on the ankles, the ankle joint. All you're going to do is very simply just put your toes on the ground and just rotate around your ankle in one direction, and then change direction, rotate around the other way, and then change foot, one direction, and then change direction the other way. This is important so it can loosen up your ankle joints. So if you're doing a sport like boxing or whatever, where you're doing a lot of twists and turns, or football, you're not going to be doing them indoors, of course, with isolation, but in general, it's really good and important to make sure that you've warmed up and that you've loosened up your ankle joints. Okay, so moving up from the ankle, we're going to move on to the back of our leg, the muscles on the back of our leg. We're going to start off with the bottom back of the leg, the calf muscle. Okay, this exercise, you put one leg forward and one leg back. It's really important that you keep your back leg as straight as you possibly can, and make sure that your heel is flat on the floor. So your foot has to be completely flat on the floor on the back leg, and the leg itself has to be straight. And then you're going to put your other leg forwards, bend your front leg, and then I want you to put your weight on your front leg. The way to ensure your weight's on your front leg is to make sure that your head, wherever your head is, that's wherever your centre of gravity is. So make sure that your head is just above your front knee. Put your body weight on your front knee, keeping your back leg straight and heel completely flat on the floor, and you should feel your calf muscle from here stretching, just like that. Okay, make sure that you're not going up on your toes, because that's going to end up doing it wrong, okay? So completely flat on the floor, looking forwards, hold it there, and change direction. I'll show you it from another angle, I'll show you it from my back. So I'm keeping this leg forwards, my back leg completely straight, and as you can see, my heel is completely flat on the floor, my back leg is straight, and I'm putting my body weight on my front leg. Hold it there. Right, moving up, we're going to have a look at the hamstring. So still on the back of the leg, but we're moving up towards the muscle at the top of the back of our leg, called the hamstring. Similar, you're going to put one leg forward. This time, instead of bending your front leg, it's going to be flipped. So your front leg is going to be straight and your heel on the floor, and you're going to bend your back leg and put your body weight on your back leg. And then all you can do is, with your front leg, which is straight, is you're going to point your toes up to the ceiling as high as you can. So move further back so you can see that more clearly. And then just go as far down as you can on your bent leg. You should feel that stretching behind your knee and at the top of your hamstring. If you can't, put it a bit more forward and just come down as far as you can. Hold it there. Right, show you that from the other leg on the other angle. So this leg is going to stay where it is. I'm going to bend that knee, bring my other leg forwards, toes pointing to the ceiling, and then all I'm going to do is keep my leg straight. I'm going to put all of my body weight on my bent knee, on my bent leg, making sure my head is above my knee, centre of gravity, go as far down as I can. I should feel it stretching from here. Okay, next we're going to move to the muscles on the front of the leg, our quadriceps. Just to be safe, find something to lean against. I'm going to lean against, not the TV, I'm going to lean against the wall. Okay, and all I'm going to do is keeping one leg straight, my knees together. I'm going to grab hold of my foot, push my ankle, my heel towards my body and keep my leg straight. To do this properly, you need to make sure that your leg and your knee is pointing straight down to the ground. Avoid having your knee out like that, okay? So you want your leg to be completely straight and your knee pointing downwards to the ground. And just hold it there, keep your back straight and look forwards. Okay, other side, so same again, lean against something so you don't fall over. Try and keep your legs together if you can. Knee pointing directly downwards to the ground. Hold your ankle and just pull it towards your body. Okay, now we're going to have a look at doing the groin area. Okay, 2 ways you can do this. The easiest way that I find is if you sit down, put your soles of your feet together, grab hold of your ankles and just pull your feet towards your body as far as you can, and then using your elbows, push your knees down towards the ground. Just be careful though, avoid any accidents. Make sure you've got some loose clothes on or some very stretchy clothes on when you do this, so you don't end up ripping a hole in your clothes. You should feel your groin stretching. Another way of doing it is you can put one leg back, your back leg needs to be straight, and this time instead of your feet, toes pointing forwards, have your feet, your toes pointing at a 90-degree angle like that. Put your front foot forwards and twist your body around so that your body's pointing forwards and your toes on your back leg pointing that way. You should feel your groin stretching. Then I want you to put your weight down on your front leg and just go as far forwards as you can. Bend your knees far down as you can. Push your hips forwards, keep your back straight, push your hips forwards, and you should feel that groin stretching from there. And on the other side, so my toes pointing in that direction, I'm going to keep my back leg straight, put my front leg forwards, I'm going to bend my knee, I'm going to turn my body around so I'm facing in the same direction as my knee. This back leg, feet are still pointing that way. I'm going to put my body weight down and push my hips forward as far as it will go. I should feel my groin stretching from there. Okay, so moving up towards lower back and still a little bit on the upper leg, so you're going to have your feet shoulder width apart. And all you're going to do is put your hands together and try and touch the floor, keeping your back straight, so avoid bending your back. Just keep your back straight. If you can't touch the floor, it's fine. Just go as far down as you can go. 2, 3, 4, 5, back up to the middle, down, try and touch the other foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back up to the middle and over the other foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, coming back to joints, I'm going to have a look at doing the knee. Probably should have done that before the quads, but never mind. So all you're going to do is just rotate your knee around one direction and then do your knee other direction. Okay, before we move on to the hips, we're just going to do one more exercise to stretch off the top of our knee, the top of our legs. I want you to bring your knee up, keep your back leg straight, bring your knee up, and just move it round to the side and bring it down again. So the whole motion should look like this: up, side, down, up to the side, down. Do that 5 times each leg. 4, 5, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right, so for your hips, feet shoulder width apart, toes on your feet pointing forward, hands on your hip. You're just going to push your hips out as far out as you can and then go around in a circle as far out as you can. Okay, it's not about going quick, it's about going as far out and as far wide as you can. Okay, and then change direction. Okay, so moving on to the waist and torso part of our body, you're going to hold your hands up, and then all you're going to do is feet shoulder width apart, toes pointing forwards, keeping your feet in position. You're just going to rotate your body around one way without twisting your feet round. So if you're twisting your feet round, you'd be doing it wrong. Want your feet completely flat, toes pointing forward, and only twisting about the waist to go around. Try and have, at the very minimum, your leg in between your two arms. And then back to the middle. I'll show you going the other way from the side. So my feet are flat, toes pointing forward. I'm just going to go around like that. Back to the other side. And back to the other side. Okay, next exercise, feet shoulder width apart again, toes pointing forwards. You put your hands on either side of your leg, and without bending forwards or bending back, you're just going to slide down one leg. And once you've gone as far down as you can, hold it there for a few seconds, and then bring your arm over your head, and try and go down as far as you can. You should feel it stretching all the way down the side of your body. And back to the middle. So slide down the other way, show you from this angle, feet pointing forwards. Just slide down my leg, hold it there, and bring my arm round. I should feel it stretching. Okay, back to the middle. Next exercise, stretching off chest muscles. All you're going to do is make sure you've got some space to move. You're going to bring your arms up, and then just bring them back as far back as they can go and back round again, okay? So it's not about just going quick, it's about going as far out back as you can, stretching that chest muscle by moving your arms as far wide and as apart as you can as you're moving round. Do 10 one way, and then 10 the other way. Go as far back as you can. 10, okay? Next exercise. You're going to put your hands together as shown at the back, so I'm just grabbing my palms together, and then from that position I'm going to push my chest forward and bring my arms up as far as they'll go, okay? So from the back it looks like this, and from the front I'm pushing my chest forward and pushing my chest out as far as it'll go, and bringing my arms up behind me. Should feel it stretching there. Okay, so next up we're going to move up to upper back and shoulders. All you're going to do is bring your palm and touch one shoulder, and then using your other arm you're going to push the arm back across your back like that, and you should feel your shoulder stretching from there and the upper part of your back. So you're just going to push the arm back. Okay, be careful. Sometimes see a common mistake that people do is they'll have the arm straight and then try and bring the arm around like that. You shouldn't be doing it that way, because that puts pressure on your elbow and that could lead to injury. So the correct way of doing it is, I'll show you from the side, this side. You touch your shoulder with one arm, use the other arm to push your arm down along your back like that, and you should feel it stretching from here and from your upper back, just like that. Okay, so that's what that should look like. Okay, next exercise. All you're going to do is you are going to touch your chin onto your chest. Okay, and then very gently and slowly just roll it over one side, pause, bring it back down to the middle and pause, and then go over the other side. Middle, pause, over the other side. Middle, pause, over the other side. And just do 3 times each way. And then you're going to look up as high up as you can, and then as far down as you can. One more time each way. And then you're going to look over your shoulders. Remember to come back to the middle and pause for a split second before you go over the other side. And last of all, we're going to finish on triceps. To do your triceps, I'll show you from the back. All you're going to do is you are going to touch the back of your head with your palm. Then you're going to use your other arm to push your arm down your spine at the back like that. Push it down as far as it will go, and you should feel your tricep stretching from that side. Okay? So from the front, all you're going to see is me touching the back, using my arm to push that down the side, and it should look like that. And with that, you've stretched off most of your key muscles, and then you're ready to go on and do your main exercise after that. Or if you've just done a main exercise, you can stretch off your muscles as part of your cool down so you can recover faster from your exercise and avoid injury. Hope that's been helpful, and I apologise for the way I look. Obviously, I forgot to go to the barbers and get my hair cut before all of the lockdown happened. Good luck everyone, stay safe, look after yourselves, look after your family, and I'll see you soon. Bye.